Lila sat on the porch steps, her chin resting in her hands. The summer sun bathed the garden in golden light, but she barely noticed. School had been tough lately, and she couldn't shake the feeling that she just wasn't good enough. "I'll never get it right," she muttered to herself, her voice tinged with frustration. Her grandmother, Nana Rose, had been watching her quietly from the rocking chair. With a soft smile, Nana stood up and placed a gentle hand on Lila's shoulder. "Come here, my little star. I want to tell you a story about someone very small who did something very big." Lila hesitated, but eventually joined her grandmother on the porch swing. Nana Rose began her story, her voice weaving magic into the warm afternoon air. Once upon a time, deep in a beautiful rainforest filled with colorful flowers and shimmering leaves, lived a tiny hummingbird named Ella. Her feathers were a dazzling emerald green, and her wings beat so fast they were just a blur. But Ella wasn't sure she was special. She was the smallest creature in the forest and often thought, "What can someone as small as I ever do?" One day, an ancient and wise owl named Mr. Orion perched on the tallest tree. He gathered all the creatures of the forest and spoke with a grave voice. "A hurricane is coming, a storm fiercer than anything we've ever seen. Prepare yourselves." The forest erupted into chaos. The monkeys shrieked, the toucans flapped their bright wings in panic, and the sloths clung tightly to their branches. But Ella stayed still, her tiny heart racing. She felt scared too, but a small voice inside her whispered, "What if I can help?" "What can you do, Ella?" scoffed a toucan. "You're too tiny to face a hurricane." But Ella didn't listen to the toucan. She had learned something important from watching the winds carry the leaves and the way flowers grew despite the storms. She knew it wasn't about being the biggest or strongest. It was about believing in yourself. "I'm going to try," she said, her voice steady. When the storm arrived, it was even worse than anyone had imagined. The wind roared, the rain poured, and the trees bent and creaked under the hurricane's fury. The animals huddled together, trembling. But Ella took to the sky. The wind pushed her this way and that, but Ella was clever. She used the gusts to carry her higher, dodging branches and debris with agility. She fluttered through the storm, her tiny wings moving faster than ever before. As she reached the eye of the storm, Ella saw something incredible. There, in the calm center, she realized that storms weren't just about destruction. They were also a chance for renewal. She thought about the seeds that needed storms to spread, the rain that brought life to the forest. Ella felt her fear turn into determination. She carried this hope back with her, gliding down to the frightened animals. When the storm finally passed, the forest looked different. Trees were uprooted, and flowers were scattered. But as the animals emerged, they saw Ella sitting on a branch, her feathers glowing in the sunlight. "You flew through that storm?" asked the skeptical toucan, his voice filled with awe. "Yes," said Ella, smiling. "I may be small, but I learned that courage isn't about being fearless. It's about facing your fears and believing in yourself." The animals were inspired. They realized that even the smallest of them could make a difference. Ella became a symbol of hope and bravery, and the forest began to rebuild, stronger and more united than ever. Nana Rose paused and looked at Lila, who was staring at her with wide eyes. "So you see, my darling," Nana said softly, "sometimes we don't believe in ourselves because we think we're too small or not strong enough. But like Ella, you can face your storms and come out stronger." Lila thought about the story. She pictured the tiny hummingbird, soaring through the hurricane, and realized something important. Maybe it wasn't about being the best or the strongest. Maybe it was about trying, even when it felt scary. With a small smile, Lila hugged her grandmother. "Thanks, Nana. I think I can try again." Nana Rose hugged her back. "That's my girl. Remember, my little star, courage is like wings. It grows stronger the more you use it." The next day, Lila went to school with a newfound determination. She wasn't sure she'd get everything right, but she decided to try. And just like Ella the hummingbird, she started to believe in herself. Moral lessons from the story. 1. No matter how small or insignificant you may feel, believing in yourself gives you the strength to face challenges. 2. Courage doesn't mean you're never scared. 3. No matter how small, every effort counts. 4. Life's challenges are like storms. They test us. Adapting to the situations helps us overcome obstacles. 5. A single act of bravery can inspire an entire community to grow stronger. 6. Just as storms bring rain that nourishes the forest, challenges in life can help us grow stronger and more resilient. Ella's story teaches us that no matter how small we feel, we can face life's storms with courage and come out stronger on the other side. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment below.